HR Czar here. Is what you do on your computer at work your property or the company's property? Are the emails and the type of tasks that you do your personal business, or are they the business of the company? I want to answer that when we come back. Here's the thing, when you have a computer, a laptop, maybe you use from home that is the company's laptop, or you have, you go in the office and you work on the computer there. I'm going to tell you something from somebody who's been in HR and also in loss prevention, and I also ran IT departments. Anything that you type into that computer can be seen by your employer, and I mean anything. So all of a sudden it's noontime, you've got a lunch break, you decide you're going to look at your bank account and move some money around or something. Your employer sees that. The IT department sees that. Your code that you're putting in to get into your bank, they see that. Decide to go shopping on Amazon because your son's birthday's coming up and you want to get him some cologne or something. You're on your lunch break, you're sitting at the computer. Heck, you put in the time, what's the company care? I'm not stealing time, I'm on my lunch break. Bingo, bingo, you get on there, you're on Amazon, you place an order. Well, now the company knows your MasterCard or your Visa. They know that you're buying a present for your son. They know where your son lives. They see everything that's on there. The big thing that I've seen in the past few years is the number of people that have been brought before me that we've had to write up for improper usage of email. When you put out an email like I had an employee do, where he sent emails to his ex-spouse. Again, he was in lunch break, he was on his break. He sent her emails, problems with the kid and visitation and all that. Now what she did was she got a lawyer, the lawyer contacted me and said, we're holding your company culpable because these threatening emails are coming from this employee who worked in the IT department of all places and was sending her threatening emails about, child visitation, child support, just a bunch of threats. Well, the company is culpable because it's coming from our server, it's coming from our email. It has our whatever our company is attached to it, and the lawyer printed it out and sent it to us. And it's got my company name and everything, and it has the whole history of what he said. That's admissible in court. You want to get fired from a job, threaten your ex-spouse with your email at work and see how quick you get terminated, because you can't threaten people on email, and you especially can't do it at work. The other thing is when you write an email, like you're writing a letter to your father or your sister or your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, the company sees that. They see what you're writing. And also, when you go to visit different web pages. Now, some companies have Barracuda spamware in there, and it won't let you into certain sites. So you can't go on to Amazon, or you can't go on to Pornhub, or you can't go on to any of those sites. It'll block you from certain sites. A lot of companies don't have Barracuda spam because it's expensive, let's face it. So what they'll do is the company will monitor if they feel, and sometimes they'll just do it just for giggles, just to make sure you're not using the internet to go shopping or to look at stuff you shouldn't be looking at, that you're working and you're not playing on the internet. Now, I gotta tell you, I don't have the statistics in front of me. A lot of people play on the internet while they're at work. They get bored, they start playing games, whatnot. I remember a particular one story where the CEO of our company came down on the floor where my HR people were, and he walked behind one lady, and she was playing Wheel of Fortune, and she had the little headphones in, but you could hear through the headphones, Wheel of Fortune, because she had it that loud in her earphones. And he's watching. Now we're doing open enrollment. She's in the benefits department. It's crunch time. Thousands of employees got to be signed up, and she's doing Wheel of Fortune. He was not a happy camper. I want to tell this really quick story. And this is an amazing story. I was doing consulting for a small company. Normally I do only public companies, but in this particular case, it was a small company and they were in high growth. Now I'm the consultant, so I'm on the computer, it's at night. I'm working a lot of hours for these people. And I go on there, and all of a sudden I take a break, I take a sip of soda, and I look down, and my cursor is going all over the place. Like, I mean, it's going all over the page, and I'm like, so I grab my cursor and I shake it, and I'm thinking, well, what the heck is this? Start back typing what I was typing, I put it down again, and here goes the cursor again. It's bouncing all over. And then I notice there's like a pixelation in the picture, and I'm like, Now, I've run IT departments before, so I know when people are running spyware in the background to see, what the employees are doing. So I thought, well, that's odd. So I put on Task Manager. I looked at Task Manager, and sure enough, I could see that they were running spyware on me at that particular time. So I'm like, that's fine. Next day, same thing. I'm typing. The cursor starts moving by itself. And I'm like, this is getting annoying. I'm like, do you guys not trust me or what? What's going on here? So I actually went to the president of the company and I go, hey, what's going on with this? I go, at night when I'm on there, we've asked them to look at everybody because, we're afraid that, people are going on there and looking at stuff they shouldn't look at. And I'm like, well, is there anything on mine that I've gone to, any pages? No. It's extremely annoying. And and I want employers to listen to this, you really ruin your credibility with your employees. When your employees are sitting there, they're not stupid. When they see the cursor moving or the page go black or it's on a different page from when they went to lunch and they come back and it's on a different page because you forgot when you were doing your little spy search that to go back to the page that they were on, and they were like, I wasn't on this page. That type of thing really erodes confidence. I know you have to check and make sure people aren't playing, but, don't do that as a regular practice. If you don't trust your employees, don't hire them. Bottom line. If you don't trust people, don't hire them. If you have any doubt in your mind, or go to the person and say, are you doing this or doing that? Then if you do check it the next time and they're doing it, then you terminate them. But don't sit there. I mean, it's very annoying to sit there and have your cursor move because somebody is just has a lack of trust for everybody. As an employee, you want to make sure you don't get yourself in that situation in a company where they're constantly monitoring you and they're looking to see what you're in. Usually if they're constantly monitoring, this is an exception that I told you about, but if they're constantly monitoring you, if I can say the word right, it means that they've got other issues with people doing it. Generally, the IT department will get, hey, there were visits to this site and visits to that site, and they'll go back and they'll tell me, we had, 3 people looking at Pornhub the other day at these times, and they were from these terminals. That brings me to another great point. Not to skip around, but this is real important. Do not let anyone use your computer except you. Don't say, hey, Mel, can I use your computer? Because I already shut down mine. I just got to send a quick email. I'm just going to, no. Because whatever they're going on, it's on you. When that goes back, it's going to show that Mel Rapplier did that email. Mel Rapplier sent that email. It's not going to say that I let George borrow my machine. It's going to come from me. To end this, let me tell you, and I'll tell you this, I've been in court on this. You do not own your emails. You do not own your emails. Emails that you send from your computer while at work or using their system or your laptop at home that the company provided, any emails sent, whether you send them from personal or business, wherever, the company owns them. The company can look at them, then document them. They are not your private emails. I have employees come to me and say, that's just wrong. That's a private email that I sent to my wife or to my husband. No, it's not a private email. You're on company time, and that's time theft. You cannot send emails. You can go to your supervisor, and I'd say, hey, look, I got to send a real quick email. I'm going to go on my Gmail account and send the email. Now remember, just because you switched from the company site to your Yahoo or your Gmail account doesn't mean they still can't see your emails, bro. They're watching you go into your Gmail. They're watching you put in your codes, and they're watching your personal stuff all go brrr and flip up. Here's his Gmail, here's his Ymail, here's his yahoo.com, here's his AOL. They can still see it because you're on their machine. So if you don't want them to see everything that you're doing, don't do it. Ask the employer, do you mind if I send a real quick email? I gotta go to my Gmail and send it. Is that okay? Yeah, it's fine. But remember, if they ever want to pull that up, shaky bakey, wide awakey, they can do it right there in a heartbeat. I've done it before. I had an employee that was sending emails constantly out, and he was going on different, again, an IT person, was going to different machines and sending emails out, and we traced all the emails back to him. One of them was telling our competitor what our new pricing schedule was going to be. Why people do this, I don't know. Everything that you send, everything you do on your company computer is not your property. Just remember that and you'll do fine. Thanks.